Who does worker compensation insurance cover? Minnesota Statutes, Section 176. 181, Subdivision 2, requires all employers to either purchase workers' compensation insurance to supply benefits to their employees for work-related injuries or obtain approval from the Minnesota Department of Commerce permitting self-insurance upon proof of the employer's financial ability to try to so. No minimum employees. There is no minimum number of employees an employer must have before insurance is required. Therefore, an employer with just one part-time employee generally must provide coverage. Several penalties could also be assessed against employers that fail to properly insure their employees. What are the employees? Employees are generally defined as people performing services for an additional, for hire, including minors, part-time workers and workers who aren't citizens. Information about limited exceptions to mandatory coverage is explained during a workers' compensation insurance fact sheet. The Special Compensation Fund Unit investigates employers which will not have carried workers' compensation coverage for workers. Results of those mandatory coverage investigations could also be referred for civil penalty action, see fines and penalties for failure to insure. This is such an easy question to answer. A workers' comp policy covers employees if they are hurt on the job. It is mandatory to have this coverage in every state. It will pay for their medical expenses from an injury, hospital, doctors. It gives them a weekly income while they are disabled. Before the workers' comp laws were passed, the companies would say in court that the employee knew the job was dangerous when they were hired or if was the fault of their coworker. Now there is coverage no matter what caused the accident, and the companies have an incentive to have a safe working environment. Workers coming under the definition of Workmen's Compensation Act. In addition to the peoples working in products manufacturing companies, peoples working in hospitality services in hotels etc. also come under the purview of the Act. The Act contains exhaustive list of companies that come under this Act.